Geezer Butler how to bowl. It's just, but he's very into it. I don't know if you've spoken to him about it.
No, it's funny because bowling is one thing we never did. I mean, we used to do a lot of things together with the band, but we never ever done that. It's funny. No, I do stay in touch with Geese as I do with the others, but no, he's never mentioned that.
Yeah, well, ask him next time you speak to him. Say, hey, Eddie Trunk tells me you're quite the bowler these days. He had his own shoes and his ball. He was all into it. So we're gonna have to get him some lessons though, because he struggled last time. First time he bowled with me, we won the championship of the tournament. Second time he didn't do so well, but it's all for good fun and it's all for charity, and it's great that he's out there. He's out there doing some stuff. He's got this band he's working on, as I'm sure you know, Deadland Ritual. Have you gotten the bug at all to play music, Tony? Are you writing? Are you thinking about doing something musically at some point? We know Sabbath is retired for the most part, but have you thought about doing some stuff?
Yeah, I am. I still, every night I play and put something down. But funny enough, Eddie, I was due to be working now with my engineer, but of course you can't have anybody in your house. So because of the lockdown, which is Mike Exeter, who I've used for years,
right?
And he'd done the Sabbath stuff with us and whatever. And we got it in the book to come over and start putting some of the things I've got here down, because I've got so much stuff. I just want to get the things down now. So that was the original plan, and of course it went pear-shaped. And I spoke to him today, funny enough, on this, and we're talking maybe we might try this where you can do it with the Zoom over the internet and swap out, he can record me somehow. But hopefully when it all clears up, then yes, we'll definitely be starting. Yeah, I do have the bug to do something. I mean, it's certainly not world touring and stuff like that, but I do enjoy playing.
What do you envision when you say get it down? You mean you want to get your parts down? What do you envision doing with it, or what would you like to do with it? Would it be in the form of a solo record, are you thinking, or maybe work with some of the other folks from the Sabbath years that are? I mean, you've done stuff with Glenn Hughes, of course, Tony Martin. I mean, where would you think direction wise it would go?
Well, there's nothing actually set in stone, Eddie. I've got a few ideas and a couple of big things that could happen. But what my plan is at the moment is just to, when I say put it down, see, a lot of my stuff I actually do record on a phone, and I put the ideas down just on an acoustic or an electric guitar. Just quickly, I put the ideas down, and I have them copied onto a CD. I'm still into CDs. I don't go into all the. Not too technical.
Yeah, no, I love CDs.
And then what the plan is? When I say put them down, I want to then get Mike over, and then we'll start putting some drums and bass, and then do the guitar, so we can make it sort of like a proper band, really, proper sound. And then decide who I'm going to work with on it. I just want to have something to present to whoever I'm going to be working with, or if not, at least have something there, that sounds reasonably good.
I mean, I've talked to you about this years ago, but everybody rightfully thinks of you as one of the all-time great, the greatest riff master, and overall great guitar player as well. And you have, are you the kind of guy though, Tony, that you have a bank of riffs? Like, are you constantly, even now, things coming into your head that you're reaching for the phone, or do you also have a huge backlog of them, of things that haven't been used that you repurpose? Is it both scenarios, or do you only write for the moment?
Well, both actually. I've got so many things down on CD that I've done in the past. Like when we were doing the 13 album, I wrote most of those ideas before we ever started doing when I presented them to the rest of the guys, I had 3 or 4 CDs full of just riffs, and I played them to the other guys, and and then we picked out which ones they liked, and I'd do some. Then we'd sort of work on the format of them. But most of the stuff I've done like that, and I've got so many more that I'd like to use, but I tend to sort of don't go back on them all the time. I'll do them and then put them away, and then do something new because I keep coming up with new ideas. But I need to now, and I should take the opportunity now while I've got to stay in the house of looking back over them and seeing what I've got and trying to make a log of them. But there's so much stuff. I mean, I've got stuff that goes back for years, you know.
Do you? I mean, the first Sabbath album, as you know, recently turned 50 years old. Do you? Yes. How do you? What are your thoughts about that? And do you have material and outtakes from that early on?
No, I don't have anything from that period. I do have stuff from when we were rehearsing, probably around, I don't know, Masters of Reality, Sabotage, maybe on them. There's bits of stuff, but again, I don't know where half of them are. I've got them, but I've got so much stuff that I probably wouldn't go back that far. I mean, and some of the things I do remember anyway. I remember in my head. For some reason, I'm pretty good at remembering those things. Everything else I can't remember, but I can remember riffs. So I tend to sort of can hold riffs in my head. So there is quite a lot of stuff, and it's just a matter of picking out now. And I've got the opportunity now where before, when I was touring all the time, you don't have time to sort of, you're more concerned with doing the show and your sound and everything else. But now, and I've not been touring for a while, it's good to be able to reflect and look at this stuff again.